welcome back. It's another Wednesday. Welcome to Krasden, episode 72, Clarity.
72.
I'm calling this episode Clarity.
Great album.
I was thinking of the Zed song. But, yeah. That's where I was.
Now I've got to go hear that song then.
It's an EDM song. You probably won't like it. The, yeah, kind of.
Like that?
Yeah, kind of.
with the belch in there.
Hey, Ori and Duncan, which was what was decided. What happened last session?
Well,
Ori, why don't you begin then, Ori? I'll just jump in when I need to.
okay. So we left off in a very tense moment where we had just kind of bumped off all of those folks with their crossbows that were set up in a big ambush for that party that we went into. That was very definitely a trap. And when we fixed the situation with the apparent trap, defeated those various crossbowmen, and there were elves outside and on the roof and all that, and it seemed like we really had the drop on the situation. But Bagby had run up to punch Keen right in his schnoz there, and it turns out it wasn't him. It was just illusion. And then it was like, oh crap, there's all the fire minotaurs showing up and all hell breaks loose. And it was a kerfuffle. It was a Donnybrook. There was a big, that fight that we thought that we had kind of gotten the drop on, it was nowhere near over. There was a lot of us took quite a beating. And we defeated the Minotaurs that did the ballroom blitz thing, right? But we knew there was still more we had to deal with. We needed to find Keen. We needed to figure out what was going on. There was
Don't forget there was elves outside as well. There was elves outside, and there was Minotaurs outside as well.
Yep. The elves that I mentioned outside, we saw that they were fighting Minotaurs as well. Minotaur fell through the ceiling with a couple of elves on top of him. It was just
right.
This place was Armageddon. There was a firefight.
I see what you did there.
So then we didn't have one guy with 6 guns, but we headed down into the cellar where there was fire and destruction and everything was just in chaos. And we tried to go through this door, and boom, out of nowhere, the Ghour showed up. And he had a friend with him, and Duncan tried to do lots and lots of the heavy damage with the ice balls and all that. But man, Bagby and I were stunned right from the start. And it was just a real messy, drawn out brawl. But somehow, despite the fact that wild magic went off, and the result was something very strange could have happened to Duncan. He glowed with a strange magic that meant if he would have died, he would have immediately reincarnated as something else.
And then you told me after that some of you wanted me to die just to see what will happen.
That was mostly Joseph.
It's not very nice, Joe.
He was the one who was most vocal about it.
Well, it's not like I stabbed you, okay?
So
right. Didn't stab me.
Yeah.
Didn't stab
very
me.
many of us.
Just stab me in the emotions. That's where you stab me.
A lot of us came very close to death. It was a close shave there. Crucible had to use a heal spell. Granted, it was on himself, but that is very unusual for our cleric, and that's how you know how serious it was.
Right.
Not just a heal spell, but a potion as well.
Mm-hmm. Digging into that precious potion stash.
Didn't even know they had such things.
Of course you didn't.
We don't use them very often. We're pretty badass like that.
Never have, ever. Till then.
What is a magic item? I'm sorry, I don't know what that is.
You've got some of those, I think. Anywho,
Just wait, Morgan.
so
I am.
as we were narrowly victorious and Bagby he quite literally grabbed the bull by the horns and then put the horn into the occipital bone. We kind of limped off out towards the sewers, just kind of thinking, you know what? It's been a fucking day. Let's just go home.
But you forgot something very important there, or
Yeah, no, I'm not forgetting.
All right.
As we were on our way out, we saw Keen laying there with some of his insides on his outsides. And do you want to talk about that a little bit, Duncan?
Well, you still forgot something. You forgot that when the guard tore apart and you started falling apart.
Oh,
there was
that's
a
right.
There was a black ooze, a goo came out of it and was trying to crawl away. So I had to freeze it right away, and it was screaming when I froze it. Then I had to go find the spatula while Joe he found a big vase, and we scooped it up and put it in there. And I sealed it up because it's probably something quite bad.
Would seem so. It did have an ominous quality about it.
Right. All right. Continue then.
So Keen was like, "So you gonna help me up?" And we were kind of like, "Nah, not again." And he, in accordance with his last wishes, we helped him get on his feet so that Joseph could stab him in the back. That was quite literally, his last wishes. It was the way he wanted to go. So we had a little ceremony out in the sewers where we threw him into the sewer, and he floated away. It was beautiful. And then we walked our happy asses home.
Right.
Looted him first. So,
Did
We did loot the body.
rummage his pockets.
Didn't find as much as you thought you would, did you, Joe?
No, it's okay. I wasn't really
If as
expecting much.
brightly as he glowed whenever we cast detect magic.
Well, we could tell his armor was magic, but it was all messed up from being stabbed multiple times.
Right.
was in very, very sorry disrepair. So we made our way back to our home, and I'm a little fuzzy on what happened when we finally got home. I
Thought I
remember
was fuzzy.
thing about us trying to store the priceless Ming vase full of living black liquid that was in a frozen state.
Right. Well, we did find a hidden room, in
Mhm.
there. But it was like, obviously there was something, not so nice going on in there. It was like some type of altar and things. We decided not to put the vase in there because that would have been a bad idea.
Mhm.
So we put it in the pantry,
Yeah.
which probably isn't a great idea either.
I mean,
Late at night after
Sure.
a couple drinks, just make sure you know what vase you're reaching into for rolls.
Duncan did seal it. So,
Did see it?
so hopefully Joe won't get drunk and drink it on accident.
I mean, there have been times that I have regretted the thing that I have uncorked and imbibed. Take old granddad, for instance. Or fighting cock whiskey. That was a mistake.
Yeah.
And then the last thing that happened,
Yeah, we all went to bed, and then something happened to Krasden.
And then, like, right, I'm in the shower.
While
I'm
the
having a
others
shower
were
beer.
While the others were sleeping, I was kind of caught in a trance of a familiar feeling of being drawn towards the darkness, and all of a sudden getting pulled back towards the light, and I hear a voice familiar to me, or at least it feels familiar to me, saying, "He's not in charge yet." And that's where we ended.
and that's where we'll begin.
Duncan, make sure you take a long rest. I think you're the only one who has not.
Because I'm having a shower beer right now.
He technically isn't asleep yet, so yes. You find yourself in front of these stairs leading up to this throne below the scales of Kalimvor. You have a feeling like you want to step forward. Like home is somewhere up those stairs.
Even if I didn't have the feeling that I wanted to walk up those stairs, I would walk up those stairs regardless.
You are incapable of.
I cannot.
Every time you take your first step, you find yourself at the bottom of the stairs. It is not your time, Crucible. You do not get to yet sail the stairs and be weighed. However, I have been following this ordeal that besets you, and you have been a great voice for me.
Kalimvor, what is yet expected of me?
I merely want you to finish what you have started. And I wish to help you. I cannot give you gifts, for that would be unfair. I cannot step in, for that would change the scales. But I can give you information. I, unlike my co-worker, do not break the rules. Continue on your path. In 3 days' time, the vault will open. It is unavoidable. It is fate. In 3 days, you need to have the loose ends tied. Destroy the one called Silence, for it will hunt you, and it will stop you, if not dealt with. I will not tell you how to deal with the Aedrus, for your judgment has been proven worthy. But know that he yet has tricks to reveal. And that his determination is unstoppable. I feel the mages of Baphomet will interfere as well. Again, I will not tell you how to do these things. Simply that they will be presented to you, and that you will need to deal with them. When the vault opens, a new path will open on the map into the greater vault. The road is long, and the trials there within great. But if the vault is not closed from the inside, they will spill into the kingdom like an ocean of death and destruction. Do you have questions for me, Crucible?
When you say Adris still has tricks up his sleeve, is this for the good or for evil?
As you know, that is perspective. He believes he is doing good. However, the means don't always justify.
And finally, you say that the vault needs closed from the inside.
It is the
Is there
only
any
way.
guidance?
It is the only way.
Does that mean someone has to be left on the inside when it's closed?
No. It will be escapable after closing. As you have seen on the map, it is a lock. The city is a lock moving into position for the key. Unless the lock is put back into its starting position, which can only be done from within the vault. The door will remain open after the key is used. And the guardians within will find their way out. There you go. Do not rely on the map, and do not rely on any of Teague's tricks. Do you understand?
I believe so.
There is nothing
At any
else.
time during this, will I be able to call on you?
You may call me for guidance until you're within the vault. That place is beyond all of our reach. Just one of the reasons Mirkul cannot simply go there.
Well, I thank you for the guidance that you have provided me, and remain your obedient servant.
I would offer you one more thing. A small breaking of rules, but I would consider this but balancing in the long run. Would you like the curse removed from you and your friend?
I believe that we would both appreciate it.
Very well, it is done. Go. Destroy silence. Stop the mages. Close the vault. You find yourself sitting in the same place you were. Not much time has passed. It's like you blinked. Shut your eyes for but a moment. Upstairs, you can hear Duncan farting in the shower.
Not oddly, but they always sound a little bit wet.
Yeah. You're...
Oh, I get it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Bagby, since you were
my plan so far is to spend the evening thinking upon what Kelmvor has said to me. I'm assuming the others are resting, and I will wait until the morn to share this information with them.
Very good. Duncan, is there anything else you want to do before you go to sleepy Betty bye?
No, I'm fine. I should probably eat better if that's going to happen all the time in the shower. Should just think more about what I'm putting into my body because of what's coming out.
It
I
just
have images of bubbles too.
It just smells worse in the shower because it's all the water droplets. You're fine. You're fine.
There's nothing unnatural.
One weird trick to keep gods away. Clerics hate this. Thanks, Bars. Okay, next morning.
Then.
I would go make breakfast.
Okay.
I'll go check in on that big vase. Make sure it's still there and sealed up.
As they're all waking up, as I catch them individually, I just tell them all that once everybody's up, we need to have a family meeting.
No, he called you family.
Oh.
The vase is still there? Still
Is it
sealed?
Still sealed.
Yep.
I give it a bit of a shake.
You can feel sloshing around inside. It's a significant amount of liquid. You let it be for a second. Go ahead and roll investigation real quick.
$14.
After you let it, it appears to be in there, still sealed. After you let it sit for a second, as you're turning around to leave, you hear a on the inside of the vase.
Right. I back out slowly. Close the door.
And decide that room, too, is dead to us now.
I don't like this thing in there. It's moving in there.
Oh, that's unsettling.
As I walk into the kitchen, I look at Joe and I say, Joe, that thing's moving in there. So whatever that goo is, we've got to figure out what to do with it. I don't like being in the same place with it for as long as I've been.
Okay, we'll do something. I'm making pancakes. I'm a little concerned that Duncan's is upset about this early in the morning. Did it do anything to you?
Finish your pancakes.
Okay.
You're currently at a fucking 9, and I need you at a 6.
I'm gonna have to ask Crucible about that there. I don't know. I mean, it's not right, is it? I mean, it's black like death.
Look, you and Crucible and Ori all know more, and actually Bagby too, all know more about magic than I do. But
you've got one of those bosses there. You got
right.
You might know something.
The part that stuck out to me was how the
pancakes are burning. Look at
God!
Pancakes.
Flip the pancake.
Priorities, please, Joe.
Okay, I'm looking at the pancake as I'm talking. It destroyed its own head to let that out. If you remember, so that must be its like way of escaping, and I'm guessing if we let that out, it will probably reform into a Ghour. Because remember, as I flip the pancake again, remember the old rite said they killed the Ghour, right? So my guess is as long as it can escape from that black goo, it probably won't die. So we should figure out a better way to hold it. Yes.
Pancakes smell delightful.
I have a thought, and it's weird.
I like those kind of thoughts. Bagby, go.
Everybody, real quick, notice or perception, except for Bagby. Duncan and Joe. Sorry, since they seem to be the ones there.
Okay.
So here's my weird thought, and it might be too out there, so it's fine if it is. But I went to bed last night, and I couldn't stop thinking about that really creepy altar room that we found in the house, or that Herschel showed us. And wondered, like the cult people and the people that we've been fighting seem to have at least a little bit of control over the Ghour, kind of. Sort of. They're able to, like, at least give them orders of where they're supposed to attack. Do you think if we used that goo in the altar room, we could make our own Ghour? And fight fire with fire?
Here's a pancake, Bagby. Let's distract Bagby from her line of thought. Tell you what, have 5 more.
The tinfoil hat's pretty sharp today. It's like pointy as hell for some reason.
That's Joe's reaction. He's like, nope, eat, Bagby.
Even Herschel's right next to you like, what the fuck was that about?
You're gonna see it couldn't be done. But should it be done? That's the question.
It's always the question, not so much like if you could, but if you should.
If you should.
And
I got a
always
19.
think of a very attractive man when I think of that phrase.
You're welcome.
All right,
Sorry.
then. Okay.
Wearing like a black shirt that's unbuttoned down to here and laying, and he's kind of hurt a little bit.
You stood on the shoulders of geniuses, and before you realized that you had it. And
Joe, what'd you roll for your perception?
19 for some fucking reason.
You finally look down at Bagby and see that her face is normal. She no longer has scars.
Bagby, are you not wearing that makeup anymore? Joe's not on top of the situation.
I don't wear makeup. What are you talking about?
Around your eyes. You don't have. That wasn't makeup.
I eat my food real quick, and then I hold up the plate to see if I can see my reflection in it.
Sure, you can see
I'll get you more pancakes, Bagby. Set the plate down.
Whoa!
you have syrupy makeup kind of running down.
I wonder what happened. I'd kind of gotten used to it.
Crucible and Ori can walk in at this point because I guess they were not here.
I also do my paladin sensing thing
Good morning, everybody.
on Bagby and Crucible.
They are back to normus.
Oh, hey, you guys don't give off the creepy vibes anymore. That's
What
nice.
happened?
And Crucible, you can see Crucible now. His face is totally cleared as well.
Ah,
Since we're now all together, I think it's about time we have that meeting. Just trying to get you all together for.
Oh, right. Meeting.
So,
oh crap! I almost forgot.
I assume you can like eat and listen at the same time. So let's enjoy some more of Joe's pancakes there.
That's a large assumption.
I give Crucible a pancake. I was looking at them like, they're pretty good. Like the.
I'm sure they're wonderful. I'm sure you're an excellent cook, Joe.
Just try to be inclusive.
And I just slide it to Duncan.
Thanks.
So while everybody was resting last night, I had a visit from Kellenvor, and he gave us a little bit of guidance. Yes, Joe.
Who?
Kellenvor, my God,
Ah,
my worship.
yes.
God of death. Talked about him a few times already.
Don't you have a holy symbol,
Yes.
Crucible?
Yeah, it's somewhere.
You know this bling I wear everywhere?
Yes, got it. Sorry to interrupt.
It's not the strangest thing
You know-
we've heard of
you know,
because you've all
one of
met
the
my nan.
three that we've talked about in the past few days. So basically what he's telling me is we've got some loose ends that we need to take care of before we open up this lock, before this vault opens. We've got to take care of a couple of things. So one is we've got to deal with some mages of Baphomet. I'm not sure when we're going to encounter them, but we do have to take care of them. We've got to get rid of them. We've got to make sure that Baphomet does not have his mages to rely on.
Well, we know where they are.
But right,
Maybe, assuming Keen wasn't lying.
exactly.
You're fine.
And-
Go play with Grandpa.
And we can trust Keen about as far as we can throw him into a sewer.
Wasn't very far. But,
Another thing we have to do is destroy an entity called Silence. Ellenborg is telling me that this particular entity will hunt us and stop us if we do not take care of him first. That he will prevent us from being able to do the task at hand.
Okay, I kind of want to kill that thing anyway.
When the vault finally does open, a new path will be shown on the map. It'll lead us to a greater vault. Now, this is the biggest thing that he instructed me on, is if we do not find a way to close that vault from the inside, then that door will remain open, and all the evil things on that side will come out into the world. Joe,
Bagby also
you
had
don't
her
have
hand
to raise
up.
your hand. You can just ask your question.
Bagby also had her hand up, though.
What evil things? It's a vault. Why are there evil things in it?
That's probably something I should have asked him, but I assume once we get in there, we'll find out.
Okay.
Other details at Bagby.
The thing about the silence, I just want to put this on everybody's minds. That also another crazy idea that you all might not like, but we do know the one person who probably knows the silence the best, and we know where he is. We may need to talk to Dumas about it in order to find it. Just putting that on the agenda. Moving on.
Right, we'll put a pin in that.
Evil gold, evil works.
A couple other things that he mentioned is we got to deal with Adris in one way or the other. Anybody have questions so far? All right, I'll continue. It says that Adris still has some tricks up his sleeve, that his determination is unstoppable. And even though he may think he's doing something for the good, it may not be so.
What is his goal? Just to get his wife out of the box, or is it to get Baphomet out, or like is one incidental with the other? Do we know? Guess not.
That is not information that I'm privy to. And one of the final things that I was instructed was that we cannot exactly rely on the map, and we are explicitly not to rely on any of Teague's tricks.
Oh.
Does that mean?
Shit, I'm not sure this is something Joe would actually put together.
Go ahead and roll history if you. I know what you're gonna.
Okay.
So
14. I'm gonna say that he probably is able to because he has a +0.
Sure.
Oh, like this, and I pull out the quarter of the map. Didn't he make this? Could this be lying to us?
He's talking about the thing that finds Jenny.
I
The
pull
picture
the other
frames?
part out.
The pictures, yeah.
I pull mine out as well, and I place it over where Joe put his.
I put mine out too.
Oh shit!
I
Is
as
he
well.
tracking us with this?
Quite possibly.
I would say most likely.
All right, hang on. Are we okay getting rid of this? Is anyone gonna object?
Oh, it's not.
Are you actually okay with it, Duncan?
Right, I suppose.
Okay.
I mean, it's quite a
You
nice
realize,
picture.
Duncan, if he destroys this, you know we can't track.
Assuming it's working anyway.
Right, I guess we don't
Maybe
know.
telling you. My first thought was that he was probably giving you false information.
Putting them together, would you like to look at where it shows?
Right.
We might want to be careful putting it together in case that tells him exactly where we're at.
But we've already checked on them from here, haven't we?
You have.
Okay. Let's fire it up.
Bagby, do you agree? You're the last person with a piece.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. You put your pieces together, and it shows that the little arrow or whatever is at First Stone.
Man, it would be really nice if we could like teleport and just go to First Stone real quick to see if and confirm if they're there. Then we'd know if this lies to us.
I mean, we could try that. The only issue is, I mean, First Stone is a pretty big place. Can't guarantee that we would definitely find them there.
It also could be like invisible too.
Here's a thought. I'm doing detect magic on the map.
Okay.
What school do I sense? Is it kind of wondering if it's
Let me pull up
divination or if
this
it's illusion?
freaking magic thing that I have to look up every fucking time.
Sorry.
No. It's on me. I just never. Schools of Magic. I have to look up the Schools of Magic every time you guys roll. What kind of? I don't know.
I would say, based on my pure knowledge, because I'm playing a wizard right now in another campaign, if it were telling the truth and truly a device to help you find the location of someone, it would be divination magic. If it's not, it'd probably be something else.
Illusion.
Illusion.
It probably could have divination.
It's
either way.
But
it's divination and enchantment.
But it could have divination even like if he's watching from the other side.
I'm gonna yell at the map. Adris, are you there?
I'm catching. Well, you're all drawing conclusions on this, but I would tell you. Okay, I'm sensing divination and enchantment. So maybe it works, but the enchantment could be that tracking that you guys are worried about.
I guess if we know they're going to be here in 3 days, is having this telling us where they are, is that more valuable than the risk of it being a way for them to see what we're doing?
It isn't.
I say get rid of it.
Okay. I will go to a room in the basement where it's a one with like a stone bottom, and I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at it until there's nothing but ash left.
Good job. The pictures burn away. You have burned 4 pictures of Jenny. That's definitely not going to make him mad.
So, hey, fuck his feelings at this point, okay?
He's still graduated to kill on sight.
More importantly, how much experience do I get for that?
Negative 20,000. So go ahead and put yourself at
Just
level
kidding.
8.
That'd be like -8.
Speaking of Kellenvor saying we shouldn't trust any of Adris's tricks, didn't he also give you the spinny thing? Like the locator spinny?
Oh, we figured out the spraying crystal was full of shit pretty early on.
And
I
then
don't
he also
think I have that anymore.
the eyeball thingy that you can look at the hallway.
I left that set in its spot.
That wasn't from Adris.
Yeah, where'd you leave it?
I left it set on the stairwell behind the false bookcase
Back in the library, right?
back in the library, where it was looking down into where we first witnessed the onslaught of silence.
The
I have
library.
not looked in it since because I don't want to.
The library and the staircase that Adris showed us. Like at this point, we can't, anything that we saw when we were around him, we can't trust that it was real. We can't trust that the layout of the library is the way that it is. We can't trust that his office looks the way that it is. We can't trust that anything we found is what it is. His thread that we stole. Can we not trust those? Are those not tricks as well of him? Nothing is real.
Have a pancake.
Can
I
I?
think we're on a slippery slope there. How about for now, we just relegate ourselves to not trusting the things that he gave us intentionally?
Can I step in here? You mind?
What's up, Bo?
Fuck's the matter? We got 3 days. And now we're sitting on our asses. Worried about what's trying to fuck us and what's not trying to fuck us.
Hey, I've laid out 2 things that we can do. Talk to Majors and talk to Duma. I'm going to eat my pancake.
I vote we deal with the mages.
That seems the most direct and impactful.
All right, Bo, we need to do something. Just going to remind everyone that we've got a vase full of some kind of weird black goo. Probably evil.
Right, isn't that a
Nearby
demon?
volcano.
Isn't that a demon, by the way?
I'm thinking it is.
Why ain't we fucking putting some holy water on it?
Jesus Christ. Because I'm an idiot, Bo. That's why.
God, I was asking you what to do, John. You just stood there like you didn't know what you're doing.
Well, I didn't think of it. I was making pancakes.
I'll get a pot of water. I'll get a pot of water.
Enhance your fucking chill. Right?
Somebody go find me some silver in this place. There's plenty of it.
Backpee, okay? You're eating your shirt now.
I'm going full gobbo.
Is that Gabo or Unabomber?
I'm green.
Herschel, take me to find some silver, would you?
I think we've got some niceties in the attic.
Right. Follow Herschel to the
Would any of those niceties include diamond dust asking for a friend?
God, no. They weren't that level of rich.
Thought it was worth asking.
Just diamond dust sitting around?
Do they have diamonds?
Oh, yeah, in the jewelry upstairs.
Bring a few of those. Well, actually, yeah, I'll go with you. Could you show me where those are?
In the missus' room over there.
And then I figure that Ori and myself could figure out a way to convert diamonds into diamond dust.
I don't know if they're real, just saying. The missus was like nice things, and her husband was a cheapskate.
Just probably be able to tell once we hit them, right? I mean, if they're not diamonds, it's gonna be real easy to break them. Maybe, I don't know.
Based on my life experience of living underground, yes, that is accurate. You need special tools to crack and dust down diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Don't have any.
How about
of those
these
anymore.
magical surgical tools?
I mean, those would
That
work.
can kill God.
Those would work.
Didn't you? Aren't those? You don't have those anymore.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
I thought they were. You gave them to what's his face in Krasden.
I
Scalpelin.
No, because I showed him to
I thought you just
what's her
kept.
bucket?
I thought you just kept one knife.
Oh, I might have kept a knife. Yeah, I showed him to Hollowell, and she's like, I asked her if she could make a spear out of it. She said you can just stab somebody with that, and that'll work. So I kept the knife. Yeah. So it might take a bit of work to cut a diamond, but I'm gonna try.
Orcs likes to stab.
Okay. Somebody reset orc.
There's some silver then?
Yeah, you find some upstairs.
Oh, okay. I cast ceremony on the big ass pot of water that Bo found.
Banabnams? What the fuck?
That song. Didn't you ever sing that song when you were a kid?
No.
I like to eat.
Eat.
Apples and
Bananas.
bananas. I like to stab.
Stabbles and banana labs. Yeah, okay, I get it.
Bananas.
I'm very tired. I'm sorry, internet.
You're doing a great job.
Big ass pot of holy water.
Hey,
I got it immediately.
you're doing a great
Thank
job.
you.
Cousins.
Okay, Joe. Where's the best place to pour holy water onto demon sludge?
Normally, I'd say go for the head, but
I mean, more like a location. Where should we take it? Like, I don't want to do it here, like right here. It's a pantry.
a church. I mean, I look at Crucible. Wouldn't that work better? If like we do it in like a church of a good God,
That good?
a good.
I don't know that it would necessarily speed things up any, but we could sure try it.
Or we could do it on your boat, and then in worst case scenario, we just kick it off the side and let your grandma deal with it.
I feel like it would just get away. I don't, right? Okay.
All I know is if you guys fuck up the house after I organized it, I'll kick your ass.
Right. Let's consecrated ground. Sounds like the best way to go. So I look at the big vase and I look at Joe and I don't think I should be lifting it either. I'd probably drop it there. But I'm not dealing with this well, Joe.
Sure. Okay. Sure. I'll carry it, Duncan. It's okay. Calm down. Everybody, I made pancakes. Why is everyone so stressed?
It's a stressful time, Joe.
Can we just go to the church then?
All right. Before we leave, I stop Bo. And I'm like, hey, Bo, come here a second.
Aye.
So, I wanted to give you this, and I hold my glaive up to him. I think it's a little better than what you're using.
That's awful presumptuous.
I mean, come on, it's a stick. This is a nicer stick.
With the point?
Yeah, this is a nicer stick with a nicer point.
Aye. Ugh. Pretty good weight.
Yep, I always liked it. As I hold out my hand, and from my hand, an entirely new glaive appears in it.
Oh, so I get the leftovers. Gotcha.
Pretty much, Bo. Pretty much. So yeah, that's the thing I got this level. It's
I have to add a glaive to bow.
A +1 glaive.
A glaven?
A glaive. All right, and then I grab the pot of demon sludge.
I need to make him properly, actually.
Head out.
All right. Nearest church. Geez, I don't know the deities real fucking well.
Any good one is fine.
Sure, Kellamvor. Hop, skip, and a jump down the street.
Right.
Our Lady of Kellamvor Presbyterian.
They got weird naming conventions here in the Guard. Duncan, do you want to, or maybe Crucible, one of you guys want to talk to the priests, or do we just want to do it and deal with the consequences later?
I think it's up to Crucible. What would you
I'll
like
go
to
ahead
do,
and
sir?
I'll see if I can find one of the priests.
They'd be around. This place is pretty popular.
Okay. Well, I find a priest. His name's Bob.
Another Bob? Gotcha.
Any NPC that Crucible talks to is Bob. It doesn't matter what their real name is.
Doesn't matter what the horse's name is. It's Roach.
Yeah. We'll just call him Bob no matter what. So, we have this situation. I explained it to him. Wondering if you might be able to help us out here.
Roll
Trying to,
persuasion.
What's that?
Roll persuasion.
Can-
You told
can
a
he-
big story.
Can he have advantage because he is a member of Kellamvor's?
Yes,
just-
yes,
I
advantage. Advantage.
Yeah, because I've got a -1 in persuasion.
Yeah.
So we'll put that in a -1. We'll see what I get on advantage. Well, a 1
So you rolled a
Or-
2.
or 14.
May I examine the contents before you do that?
Oh, by all means, definitely. Joe, I think we got to open it up.
Okay.
I'll let everyone
okay.
know that I now have the holy water up in the air ready. It's twirling in the air, and I look pretty all right. I look like I know kind of what I'm doing.
Plus the lights like filtering through it. It looks cool. All right, I popped the lid off.
Thank you, thank you. In the name of Kalenfor, I beg thee, beseech me the power in order to fuck that, kill it with fire!
Swoosh! I direct the water directly into the vase. All of the holy water goes in there.
Mm-hmm. There is a poof of pure black smoke, along with an eruption of screaming in multiple different tones and volumes all around you. As it fills the room, freaks everyone out. It immediately sucks back in to the vase, and everything goes completely dead. Silence.
I'm immediately using the detect evil thing.
It's still there, but weak. At this point, all of a sudden, the vase starts to rumble. And you hear sparks. You see sparks shooting out from it. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
I'll look at the priest who's there. So, you got any more holy water by chance?
Yes! He runs across the room.
like a lot.
knocks over an elderly priest to the ground, grabs an entire basin, starts sprinting over.
You just pull the water right from the basin
Yeah.
into the air and directly down back into the vase.
Another smaller puff. Then it goes silent. Looking in, there's nothing but ash where the goo once was.
Any demonic energy?
There is no more energy.
Joe.
Yeah.
Taste it.
No.
Yeah, right. No, you gotta taste it.
You taste it if you're that interested.
I'm not gonna taste it. That would be a terrible idea
Why
for me
would
to
we
taste it.
taste it?
You should taste it.
You guys fucking
Why?
mad?
Fine. Don't then.
I told you he wouldn't fucking do it. Give me it gold.
Fine. So can we just leave this with you then? Is that all right?
No!
It is priceless.
I mean, it's a nice piece.
It's a nice vase.
Really ties the room together.
I mean, we did just throw a ton of holy water into it. It's probably fine now.
Anyway, see you later.
Thanks.
Bye. Thanks, Bob.
Right. So, how about those mages then?
Yeah, one down.
I feel like we're just checking them off the list.
Let's keep rolling. Do we wanna ask that guard captain we spoke to, the prince's friend, if he can clear out the area for us so there's no collateral damage?
Probably a good idea. We can ask him that and check to see if Dumas is still in his cell. We don't have to have a long conversation with him, but we should probably make sure that he actually made it into a cell.
Yeah.
You actually do want to talk to him based on what Bagby said previously. So.
Mm.
We can also ask him how the search for, I won't say who, but you guys know who. See how the search is going.
If we don't have time to make diamond dust, could I borrow 18 gold from somebody?
Sure.
Yes.
Give him 18 gold then.
Okay, I'll catch up with you guys.
Okay.
Right. I guess
So-
we're heading to the castle district.
Yes. What was this guy's name again? Leslie something?
Leslie Nielsen. I think. Is Leslie something? I don't know.
Bagby, do you have it in your notes, or are you just purely in Chipville?
Baggy's pissed that we didn't control the Ghour. She's like, why did you guys destroy him?
I believe I actually have it in my notes.
Not okay. I can't remember his last name. It's Leslie something.
Okay. We're here
Yes,
to
you
see
can
that.
go see him.
I thought Leslie was his last name.
I don't remember, man.
That one guy. That's what
Adam
I call him,
Leslie.
that.
Adam Leslie.
Adam Leslie. Thank you.
Either way it works. If we just call him Leslie, we're either calling him by his last name or his first name.
He's
Sounds
right.
good.
Seal.
It's true.
We got 50% of his name right.
That's all you need.
Do you remember my old trick for when I don't remember people's names, Chad? You used to think it was brilliant.
Tell him what it is.
Okay, so
don't remember right now.
if I met somebody and I can't remember their name, right, but I know I've met them and I'm supposed to know their name. I'm sure everybody's been in that exact fucking scenario at least once. I'll go up to them and I'll say, "Hey, how you doing?" And as soon as get into the conversation a little bit, you can always tell when they're like, "Oh, you don't know my name," and I'll go, "Can you answer something for me? I can't remember how to spell your name." And they'll get like let down and they'll start spelling their first name so you can figure out the first name. You go, no, your last name. And they'll go, oh.
But what if their name is something as simple as Bob, and you're like,
That's the risk you take.
Yeah, but then you're like, no, your last name.
But then their last name is Smith. You know. Oh,
Hey,
with an
Patty.
I thought maybe with a Y. See, it works. You just gotta.
Yeah.
In my younger years, I had a young lady pull that whole trick on me, because she couldn't remember my name after we had made out.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good to know you did a good job enough for her to remember you.
Yep. We then dated for 2 years. It was never.
It's like she still didn't remember my name. Still didn't get it. No.
Did
One
she
can only hope.
Did she know you were dating, or?
Well, one could argue not.
We weren't dating so much as she just was really bad about locking her door when she left.
Oh God, no, thank you. Moving on. So you guys make it to the castle district. You go and see Adam Leslie. He is at his office as he normally is.
I'll stay towards the back. Let everyone else go in.
Okay. Are we in his office?
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Hey.
Checking in.
He walks up, shakes everyone's hand. How have you been?
Okay. I'm assuming you heard about.
You're
the
eating
disturbance.
chips in the game too.
Pocket pancakes.
She did the elbow in character. I'm like, you're eating in character too. Do you have a giant solo cup full of chips?
Yeah. What's the perspective on this? Wow.
What?
That looks like you're like a goblin and you're holding a big size solo cup.
She is a chip goblin. Right now, she is a chip goblin. And she is a goblin them chips.
We're doing okay. I assume you heard about the disturbance in District 4 yesterday?
We lost probably a dozen city guards to flaming minotaurs.
Well,
Also, there was quite the skirmish with elves that dissipated very quickly.
weird. Good news is we did take out a couple of those minotaurs ourselves. If we would have been there, not saying we were or weren't.
Yeah.
But in any case, we're here to talk to you about. You remember when we had Keenan here? He's dead, by the way. Remember when we had Keenan here?
Wait, okay. You said you were going to bring him back so I could have him arrested.
We didn't kill him. He got stabbed by a minotaur. First.
Okay. Continue your story.
Anyway, he mentioned that the cultists had like a training ground of a sort.
Uh-huh.
And you very kindly offered to have the guard clear out that area so there'd be no civilian casualties.
I do remember that, yes.
Yeah, we'd like to do that today.
Yeah, okay. I set that up for that day. Do you remember when you said you were going to do it?
Yesterday?
Yes.
Well, sorry. We had some things happen.
Okay, I'll help.
Keen was involved. He's a douche.
Right. And one that I can retrieve his body from.
A sewer.
Yeah, okay.
It's
There's a
Lincoln
baby.
time.
Lincoln time.
Hey, Lincoln.
I honestly
doing?
kind of forgot how angry we would make this guy telling him what happened.
What you up to, Lincoln? What you have for dinner?
What'd you have for dinner? What'd you eat? Huh?
You have pasta?
What'd you do at school today?
I got a school day.
Mm-hmm. You went to school today. Good job.
Cool. You got more accomplished than I did today.
Did you sing songs?
You sing a song?
Did you get to ride a
Okay, you don't have to.
giraffe?
All right. Say bye-bye.
Bye, Lincoln.
Can you say bye-bye? Can you wave?
Later.
Can you wave? Wave like this. Go, wow, bye-bye.
See you later.
He's just bummed there's not a map to mess with the minute.
There's not tokens for him to destroy in front of.
Yeah, he's not interested in you. Say goodnight?
Love you. Good night. Be good for mommy. Okay. My
Come
bad.
on.
That
Game on.
wasn't incredibly clear. I went to school today.
It was really good. Yeah.
No.
He's having moments. You can't make him. But what I'm learning from some people helping us with him. For those unaware, he was diagnosed with autism. But from the instructors with him, that it's don't try to force him. Wait for him to feel motivated, and then praise him when he pulls it off.
Yeah, positive reinforcement generally works better than negative anyway.
No, I mean, just praise him every time he does something good, and then don't expect him to repeat himself. Okay.
We told him where he can find Keen's body.
Oh. Very well. Okay. Yes, I can set that up for tonight.
We'd appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
How's the search for the prince going?
I'm basically not doing it. What?
Right. How's dealing with the royal house going then?
I'm basically not doing it.
Fair enough.
You see that stack of papers over there? Those are formal requests to meet. And this is whiskey.
It's like 10 a.m.
I feel like I'm avoiding an awkward conversation somewhere.
So, is that all you needed to tell me that the person you said I was going to get as a big arrest is dead? And that you need me to spend a bunch of my budget again?
You look really nice today.
What the fuck
Sorry,
else do you want? What else do you want?
I'm not good in awkward circumstances. Duncan, you got anything?
Oh, I think we might be able to speak with those then. You know, for just a moment.
Dumas.
Excuse me.
And he will not end up dead in a sewer?
He will not end up dead in a sewer.
At all. Let me be clear. You will not end up dead at all. Twitch terms of service. What are we... What is that?
Which
Patrick's having a thing.
I keep getting this thing that's saying that since I'm running an ad blocker, even though I'm not, so it keeps popping up about every 5 minutes.
Can you control panel shut down your Chrome to restart it?
Yeah, I could try. It's just starting to piss me off.
Yeah.
And a lot of people it started a few months ago that Twitch started doing this, and it's interrupting a bunch of people's streams while they're trying to watch, and everybody's getting pissed off about it.
Twitch is doing a bad job recently.
So Dumas not currently in the sewer, is he?
No, he's not currently in the sewer. In fact, he is...
Well, then there's quite a good chance he won't end up dead there.
He's on the 3rd level of the general.
Can't speak that he might not end up dead there. But that's not up to us, is it?
Above ground. I'm not making that mistake.
Right. So we can go there then.
Yes, you can go there. He goes behind his desk and starts filling out this. Show this. You will be allowed in. He stamps it. Folds it up. Here.
Okay, and we'll go. I appreciate clearing out the streets, and we'll go deal with those.
When do you need them there? Sundown? Midnight? What
do you guys think? Sundown? Is that okay? Anybody object to that? Just Duncan and Crucible here, so.
Let's do that.
None from me.
Okay, sundown works.
Joe, can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
No more favors.
I'll try.
I appreciate what you guys have done, but this is borderline illegal at this point.
I'll just point out, I get that, yes, last night in particular was a lot of chaos and a lot of trouble for you. It could have been much, much worse.
How? Joe,
Ever
how?
Ever heard of a Ghour?
No, I haven't. What I have heard of is hundreds of people dead in one of the richest neighborhoods in this town.
Okay. It was approximately one mansion for the most part that got destroyed.
No, right? and the surrounding neighborhood.
Oh. Well, could have been the whole city, I suppose. I mean, that the thing we killed was really not something you wanted to play with.
I slowly start to guide Joe out the door.
Okay, bye.
Have a lovely day. And I close the doors quietly behind me.
Can you believe that guy? As soon as the door shut.
I spaced out there for a minute. So that was a no?
Oh, no. I've got permission right here. We're going to go see him now.
Oh, perfect.
I was in Pancake Land.
I was in... My dog had to pee, and my dad has closed the door to the living room so my dog can't be in there with him.
Oh.
I don't know.
He's watching
Is
porn.
Bo with us, by the way?
Doesn't want Hugo to see. Bo, yeah, Bo's with you. Herschel isn't, which is... I should probably take him off the stream, but...
I hope he's not.
I've been here the whole time!
Not something I want to explain to anybody.
3 people died of heart attacks as we walked down the street.
Right. So up to the 3rd floor of the general then.
Mm-hmm.
Holding out a piece of paper as we go.
At this point, it'd be getting close to noon. Okay, you show it to everybody. You're allowed in.
Oh, there, look at that. Supposed to be here. Look at that there.
You are taken to an interrogation room, and Dumas is led in full shackles. We'll be right outside, the 2 guards say to you.
Lovely.
He is
Thanks.
shackled to the both the floor and the table in front of him.
Well, hello, Clarice.
I mean, kind of. Do you remember this guy? Funny joke. He is a serial killer. Funny joke.
So,
But he didn't eat anybody that we know of.
What can I do for you?
I elbow Bagby.
We need to know about the silence. And we figured since you are the one who had the most direct contact with it, that you would have the information we need. There will be no bargaining.
You want to kill it?
We do.
No bargain necessary. Well, it's better without it. My life would be better without it. It's hunting. It's all it can do. It's what it was designed for. It's what it was born to do. Right now, it's hunting blasphemers. Once it clears its mind a bit, it'll remember the mission. See, anger with that thing is eternal and long-lasting. Call what it's doing now working through a bit of a temper tantrum. But when it takes a breath, it'll remember what it's doing.
What is it that it's doing?
The thing I was supposed to do. Kill the 5 of you.
Good, good.
I don't think you understand what that means.
It's a hunter. It won't stop until it gets its prey.
No, it's an apex predator. It has no predator. It cannot be stopped. It flies faster than anything alive, sniffs farther than any dog, sees farther than any eagle. It will find you. What you need to do is be prepared. And you need to be prepared intelligently. It acts like an animal, but it's smart. When it's capable of thinking, it's smart. You can't put it on, you can't stand on a red X and hope it just flies in. Do you understand?
I don't think that was anyone's idea of a plan.
Quite frankly, I've seen your idea of a plan, and I kind of thought it might be something along those lines.
Joe shuffles nervously.
I mean, you thought taking me down to the crutches was a good idea.
Why was that a bad idea?
It bleeds power from the vault. It's a nexus point. Just below the surface, her land. That's why so many portals happen to be there. That's why he's down there now. He's closer to it. The source. When he's fed enough, when he feels strong, when he catches his breath.
How do you know where he's at?
Oh, I don't. I just get screams from the void sometimes. Like having someone else's nightmares. But sometimes I'm awake.
So how would you go about killing him?
Your righteous furies won't work. Your god magic, like the priests have, your divine energy. He comes from a divine place. It's not good, but it is divine. I would have something ready. Something that does a lot of damage quick. Siege machines, maybe. Be hard to hit. But if you could get them in a corridor or...
Will holy water do the job, though?
No. I understand what damages his weapons make, but that is not a reflection of him.
So, like, holy weapons of some kind, like blessed blades and things?
Are you not listening?
Apparently not.
It is not a demon. You think it's some great horror inside of that lived inside of me, and it was. But it wore wings and a halo the same as any angel ever has. It may be an angel of miracle, but it's an angel.
I don't know how to hurt angels.
I would try swords.
Would this work? And I hold out the knife.
Could. Not much can stop that.
Go lay down.
I don't think it matters what you hit it with. But you gotta hit it hard. And a lot. And fast. And be prepared to take a hit on the back end, because it's not going to go down the first time. It's as tangible as you or me. It lived inside of me, but it's real. It's the only way Miracle could contact this realm. Is something killable, something that could die. Miracle can't be here, but that thing, if you make it mortal, can. It's killable. But it's the toughest piece of shit you've ever run into. Try fire. Never much liked fire.
Quite a lot better with ice and the things like that. Right, okay.
Well, I'd go out there and help you, but I'm a little predisposed.
No, the lieutenant would be very upset with us if we brought another one of you out. And then you died too. Yeah, Keen's dead, BTW.
I assumed something as much. That man's hubris was never-ending. He truly believed he could set that trap and wander out of it. His exact words were, "I've got armor that makes me invisible. I got a headache," and stopped talking to him.
Right, so just so I have this right. It's both, it's tangible.
Yes.
So basically what that means is we can hit it and we can hurt it and we can kill it.
Yes, you can hit it and hurt it and kill it, but all of your little tricks from your god, your holy water, your silver, that's been tried 1,000,000 times, and I'm telling you, it does nothing. He points directly at Joe, your little shiny damage. You have no idea how many paladins walked up to that thing just to get murdered.
Right. Second, he's been sent here to hunt us.
That's his most recent order. He was sent here as a tangible hand of Miracle. That was my job.
What he wants then is for us to die. So at some point, it's going to hunt us then.
What he wants is for the vault to open and the box to open. But you need to die for that to happen very quickly.
Right. It's quite smart, as you said.
If it's not angry.
For that.
If you piss it off, it's dumb.
Interesting. Ori, did you hear that?
Ori's not there.
Oh, he's not.
Is he not? He
No.
didn't catch up with us?
He went somewhere else.
So he
Oh,
didn't
that's
catch
right,
up
he
with
wasn't
us while we were talking to the what's his bucket?
No. He went somewhere else. We're going to cut to
Let's
him
make
after
sure
this.
let's make sure to remind Ori that he can piss it off then. Ori's quite good at those things. Anyone else got any questions then?
When you say that the paladins that attacked him, did that do no damage, or it just didn't do the damage they hoped it would?
You can't hurt something that's made of the same stuff.
Okay. Kind of like trying to throw fire at something made of fire. Okay.
Or trying to drown your blue friend. just wouldn't quite work.
Right. Okay, then. Well, I believe this was quite helpful. Appreciate everything you said.
If it means anything, I hope you kill the crap out of that thing.
Well, that's
too.
lovely of you to say.
Adris, in his attic, there's a hidden compartment. Alchemical bombs. I'd try that.
Thanks.
Right? I guess we leave.
Are you giggling at your puppy, Laura?
He's pushing my computer so that the camera is more on him than it is on me.
He knows what the people want.
We should try to get him some magazines or something. He was quite helpful there.
Do you leave?
Yeah.
Maybe a better food rotation. Better meals.
Right, right.
What if we lured Silence into a building and blew the whole thing up? We don't need. I mean, we can go get that stuff from Adris's. This is as we're walking. We can get that stuff from Adris's, but you can just use high alcohol spirits. Explode pretty well. Fertilizer.
Isn't that sort of standing on the X and waiting for him to find us?
Well, but then it's blowing up the X afterwards.
Do we know
I don't know.
how?
He said it was weak to fire.
Do we know how to piss him off?
Blaspheme, apparently.
I'm just saying, if you want a powder keg, we're about to make one this evening.
Get him to show up there.
Why not? He's been killing those shites in the Underdark, yeah?
Oh, shit. Speaking of which, is your brother okay? Bagby.
That's a very good question. I don't know. When he said he was down there, I'm not going to lie, I am a little worried and kind of wanted to go, but I realized that I can't put my needs in front of other people's.
Okay, he said he's killing blasphemers, so that to me means that he's probably killing like minotaurs and people that believe in miracle, not goblins, I would say. Right? Does that make sense?
He's killing the ones that don't believe in miracle. Which if the Minotaurs and the Ghours on the side of miracle, he'd be killing the other side.
But they're not on Miracle's side. They're on Baphomet's side. Right?
How many sides are there?
I don't know.
No, that makes sense. No, the Baphomet fuckers believe in Baphomet. I get what he's saying. The Baphomet fuckers believe in Baphomet. They don't believe in Miracle.
But miracle needs the Baphomet cult to open the vault.
Right, but that guy just said when he's pissed off, he's dumb as shite.
True. Maybe I just had a weird idea. So we need to, I'm full of them today. So we need to take care of the mages. The mages who are part of Baphomet's cult. What if we just like riled up some serious blaspheming while we're at the location of the mages and use the silence to take out the mages, and then we take out the silence? 2 birds, 1 stone. He does our job for us, and then we take care of him.
Do you like that plan?
Mhm.
No.
Sounds great.
It's not bad.
I
How do we?
wish-
Go ahead.
No, go right. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, how do we take silence out then, though?
The same way, with explosions and fire and things.
Big
Okay.
things.
Your
We'll have
your
to get
your
that
building
set up.
plan. Your building plan.
I mean, they're in a building, right?
Get him
Okay.
in there. Shite, we'll blow the whole damn thing with him in.
We'll have to get explosives then. And I mean, they're clearing it out for tonight, so we better get. I guess, are we walking towards Adris's tower for now? Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah, let's say we were to go get the stuff.
I sure wish Ori was here to give his opinion.
Ori,
I wonder
cut
what
to.
he's up to.
Ori, cut 2. Thank you, Chad.
I walk into the first magic shop I can find.
Dwayne's Magic Emporium.
I walk into the
like
second
place.
Huh?
Hello back there. Are you Dwayne?
Why, yes, I am. Rabbit out of my... Oh, it's dead. A dead rabbit falls out of his hat as he flips it off his head.
Okay, that seems disconcerting, but darn glad to meet you. So I was looking for some reagents. I was looking for roughly 100 gold worth of diamond dust.
Diamond dust, we can do you there. We got newt and lizard and all sorts of dust bones. We can do it. Yeah, that's the good stuff.
Just the diamond dust, please.
Okay, we also got buy 1, get 2 on t-shirts. Check out the t-shirt rack. I'll be right back. I'll get your dust.
What's a t-shirt?
Some of the t-shirts include Magic, I barely know her.
It doesn't even make sense.
Dwayne's Magic Emporium. Come on down.
I feel like I'm in the wrong place.
Last one just says red flag.
I step out and find a better magic.
Hey! Hey, you want your diamond dust?
I pimp out of there and find a more reputable magic shop.
Fair enough. You're able to purchase 100 gold worth of diamond dust at Costco.
Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you.
And you need that for what now?
Greater restoration.
Ah. Alchemical components in this, spell components in this are so fucking weird and random that you need diamonds. So many goddamn
Diamond
diamonds.
dust. It's the leftovers from, shaping diamonds.
Right. Okay, Ori.
Built drills with it.
Okay, Ori. Now that you've purchased your diamond dust, where would you like to go?
Well, I would go back to the general because that's where I said I would meet everybody. That I would catch up with them.
And we'll say that you're capable of doing that.
Goody. Back to the plot.
So he runs into us as we're leaving.
Yep, he noped out of the comedy bit I was trying to do, and now he's back with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was the comedy bit.
All right, Ori returns from his
What
shopping
really
trip.
got me was the T-shirt that said "Red Flag."
It's a cover
All right.
band.
It seemed like a red flag.
So we catch Ori up on what Dumas said and where we're going. Which is Adris's house.
Okay.
All right.
I had a really weird time. Sorry.
You go to Adris's house. If you remember, it is on outside the city walls, north side, in a lighthouse.
So big explosions, huh? That seems pretty neat.
Not everyone at once.
You think
yeah.
it'll work?
Don't know if that'll work or not, but we're going to try it. Apparently, there's supposed to be some explosives up there in the attic.
And you guys are well trained on how to handle that, right?
No, not in the slightest.
Oh, good.
Nope,
Good.
we'd all be grasping at straws there.
Are you fucking serious? I just believed what some of you guys thought. Oh, fucking.
I mean, how hard could it be?
Bagby, please say. Because they use bombs down where you're at. Please say that you know how to do anything with them.
I use my fists, not explosives. But let me see if I remember, because I'm sure Coinda was into them. What would you like me to roll?
History.
Oh god, internet, so slow.
Well, you're in BFE, Nebraska. Currently.
18.
18. Yeah, he was. You know, he had his pyro phase, the same as any other goblin. And pyro phases generally, for goblins in Krasden, generally include dynamite of some manner.
I mean, maybe it's just because I had a bad experience with someone who didn't really seem to know what was going on. But I feel like for this kind of thing, like, I like the idea. I like the general idea that you guys have been talking about since we started walking this way. But I feel like we should have somebody handling it that knows what they're doing. Can we recruit somebody to help us?
You're talking about recruiting someone in about 7 hours, cuz.
I mean, I saw Quinda play with his, and there were some that, like, have a fuse on them that you light, and then you throw it, and you wait for the fuse to go off, and then it goes boom. There are some that, like, have a pin, and you have to pull the pin out, but you can't let go until you're ready for it to go off, and then you throw it, and it's like 3 seconds. And then there were some that were just like in glass bottles that you threw, and because they were like the magical alchemical ingredients, they just exploded. All of them had to do with throwing, but I think we could probably set it up where they would like an extra long fuse. So they're already in the place, and then we light the fuse, and it takes a longer time, and we're far away. Or...
But you know what we got to do first before we can do any of that? We got to go find them. So I step into the house.
Well, that's pretty far out there, bro.
Don't go up the stairs. Remember.
Oh, right, Joe, come. Have a look then.
Yeah, I'll give you a boost up and go through the hole in the floor we made.
So you think you can handle this, or do we need to go get Coinda?
I don't think we can. We'd have to go downstairs to get Koinda. I don't even know if they're still fighting in the crutches or if he's even there.
Right. Well, okay. I guess you're our resident expert.
Congratulations, Bagby. You've been promoted.
Again. It keeps happening.
Now stop being useful. Speaking of, need to throw you through the roof hole.
Or you just turn into a bird or another giant spider?
It uses his spell magic shit. Come on. Don't be a wiener.
Fine. Actually, you know what? You don't even need to. I can run up the wall.
Oh, that is about as disturbing as it gets.
She looks at you and twists her head around like 180 degrees.
Yeah. So I run up the
You're now on the second floor. There's a ladder to what you... At the top of the stairs, there's a ladder to what you would assume would be the third floor.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's been up there already. We've been up to the third floor, haven't we?
I think everybody was eventually.
So I head up to the third floor.
Mm-hmm.
The same way I got there the last time, so I don't blow anything up.
Yes. You are on the third floor now?
How high did we go last time?
That's as high as you went.
Was that the attic?
You don't see any other ways up.
I mean, but that's where the spinning wheel was?
Nope.
Where was the spinning wheel?
The spinning wheel is there. Yes, this. I'm sorry. The spinning wheel, yes, is there. What isn't there is the light for the lighthouse.
Oh, gotcha. So there's still more roof.
So,
But cursory glance, you don't see any way up.
I feel way better if someone who could, see magical things would look for magical things before I start prodding and poking things.
Do you think the explosives are inherently magic?
No, I just don't want to be poking on things when I'm looking for a way up and then have something be magical and explode in my face.
I used detect magic on the roof.
Just everything around you, or
Mostly the roof. I'm just looking to see, looking for the trapdoor or anything that looks like a trap.
up there you sense.
I do have dark vision, by the way. I don't know if I've told you that, but I have dark vision now from Warlocks.
Good job, buddy. It's well lit. This place is always well lit, which nobody has asked anything about.
That's why I brought it up. I didn't know what the lighting was.
Nobody asks about why I'm always well lit either, man.
You don't. Above you, you sense evocation magic.
I point at it and say, there's kaboom magic up there. Joe's not great with magic. Anybody want to take a try at it?
Bias. Couldn't you just assume that the kaboom magic that's up there are the thingies?
Oh,
The bombs that he made?
that's a very good assumption.
Here, there's a window in this room, right?
There's a bunch of windows all over the place. Yeah.
I'm just going to crawl out the window and climb up to the top.
Crawling out the nearby window, you see an exterior ladder on the seaside facing, with the little place to stand directly underneath it.
And I'll
leads you up to the lighthouse, the light room itself. You are in a large circular room. In the center is a glass housing for flame with nothing lit underneath it.
Poke my head out the window and I yell up, Bagby, you okay up there?
Yeah, there's a ladder out here.
Right. Is it okay to come up then?
I think so. I haven't come in. There's a flame, but there's nothing lit underneath it. So I think that one is some of the boom boom magic. But I'm going to have a quick look around and see if I can find the other things that are hidden.
Right. I'll get ready to go up there.
Okay. Go ahead and roll acrobatics. I didn't make her roll it because she can walk up walls, but you get to you get to see if you fall off the lighthouse into the sea.
21.
You do fine. Bagby, investigation?
Yes, please. Everything is so slow.
Why aren't you using real dice?
Because I don't have any with me. That's 10.
10. You see, there's what's up here that you can see is there's a trunk, a work table that has assorted books on it, and a chair sitting in front of that table. That's it, including the thing in the middle. Duncan, you can poke your head up and hop in at this point.
Right. I'll hop in then. You said something about it being hidden up here?
Yeah, I don't see anything.
I start poking around then.
Roll investigation.
13. I'm going to use a bit of luck.
Okay.
I did worse.
You see what Bagby sees.
Poke my head out the window. We need some help up here. Can't find nothing.
Have fun, Ori. I'm not climbing up that ladder.
Crucible?
Crucible's going.
Are you going up the ladder? Crucible, would you like to break the ladder and fall into the sea?
That's just it. Yeah. Somebody could almost like fly up there.
If Crucible, wouldn't you like to become part of the shore as the waves continuously crash you into the rocks?
Yeah. Between my weight and my dexterity, I don't think I should probably try that.
Look, Mom, I found this really weird piece of driftwood. It's silver and mangled.
And currently fighting a fish.
How high up is the ceiling from us?
The ceiling on all levels is the first level it's very short, but the next two it's actually about 10 feet.
Okay.
Ori, are you going up to the lighthouse level?
Yes.
How are you doing that?
Well, there's a hole through the first part of the ceiling. I would hop up through that.
Oh, you're still on the first floor. Okay.
Oh, we were all moving together. Okay, fine. We'll assume that I'm through that then.
Okay.
I guess I would just go out a window and fly up as a majestic fucking seagull.
Okay, go ahead and role play a majestic fucking seagull. As a seagull with a Karen haircut flies into the lighthouse room and immediately starts accosting you, Bagby, for your pocket pancakes.
Oh, can I just can I just
Are you going to turn back into an Ori, or are you going to remain a seagull?
I'll turn into an Ori again since it's no
Okay.
longer funny.
Could have been funny. Could do it as long as you want. I don't know. As an Ori again, you're there.
I have been informed that you need assistance.
And that the other two are scaredy cats.
I can't find anything. Have a look around. See what you can find.
Okay.
Roll investigation, Ori.
Ruined for what I understand to be explosives. I understand lighting things.
Hit. Well, I'll let roll. Ori roll.
Ori, roll.
Okay. What do I roll?
Investigation.
Okay.
The thing
I
I told you.
figured, but I was hoping you would say perception by mistake.
The thing I told you to roll. When
First roll of the night. It's gonna turn out really bad.
Bagby, roll again with advantage. Jesus fucking Christ.
If I'm down there on the first floor, can I kind of guide him where I detect the magic, or was it the fire in the middle that I was detecting?
You were detecting it from the middle of the room.
Okay.
With advantage, I rolled worse on both.
Almost did things go bad when the only
Have a good night,
intelligence-based character fails.
I'm sorry.
Oh, rolling.
Actually, wait, Duncan, you're charisma-based, aren't you?
I'm legitimately
Yeah.
gonna go pee.
We don't have
you
any-
assholes figure this out.
A perception's
Bagby's
excellent.
the best investigator, and I think she has like a
Right.
+3 or something.
Investigation, it's not so good. Perception's great.
What if instead of us wasting all of our time trying to find his secret stash of these explosives, let's just lead the silence here and blow up Idris's tower? The explosives are already hidden. We would just need one good, placement of an exploding spell. And the whole thing just crumbles from the top down.
It seems like a really good idea. If we can't find the explosives here, how is Silence ever gonna know?
Exactly.
How far away is the place where the mages are? From here, then?
In the dock. Like, it's in the dock
I mean,
section.
how many things would get destroyed on the way over?
Yes.
Several.
I mean, would lots of other people die? Because I don't know I'd be good with that.
Probably. Why don't we just blow up his tower anyway? And then no one can have these explosives, and we'll go make our own out of fertilizer and alcohol.
Right?
We'll make our own explosives.
So while we're talking,
Blackjack and hookers.
I lean on something and I roll a 16. See if that finds something.
You
When it
you
gets
flick
back.
the secret switch with your elbow.
Yoinks.
Yeah, we have a Scooby-Doo moment.
Mike,
All right,
well,
Mike.
while we're talking about these things, I just lean up against
Oh,
something.
he needs time. He needs time.
I'm back,
Right.
and I'm in a good mood.
What is
So, what have we decided to do while I was gone?
While we've been talking about this, talking it through, I just lean up against whatever I'm leaning against, and I rolled a 16 investigation. Does that help?
For
he lean on the
Scooby-Doo
magic
moments where he
switch?
accidentally hits the switch.
In this room, let me describe it. I don't know. Maybe my mic cut out the first time. There is a glass enclosure in the middle with a floating fireball of sorts in the middle of it. The other things in this room are a table with some books on them, a trunk, and a chair.
And no one checked the trunk? Is that what you're saying? Just
I don't
assume that was
remember
part of
the
it.
trunk, by the way.
I also
Saying trunk. I heard table, books, and chair, but I never heard trunk.
So
Did you-
I take a seat on the trunk while we're talking about this, and I put my hand on it, and I'm like, I wonder where you could hide something like that. I mean, maybe he's not even hiding it. Maybe it's just stored. And I look down at the trunk I'm sitting on, and then I quickly move around and I try to open it.
You try to open it? Okay, it's unlocked.
He's going to kill us, not our characters. He's going to kill us.
And I open it up then.
First.
Huh?
Check it for traps first.
I think we're past that.
Duncan, would you like to listen to Bagby before you open it?
Just as I'm about to open it, I hear her say that and go, right, that's a good idea.
Especially if it's
So, who knows how to do that then?
It's just so hard.
Oh,
You ever think how badly you would need a rogue in the crew? You know, they just seem so useless until they're not, right?
I'll look for them.
Joe, are you up with them or are you down there with me?
I think you and I are playing cards while we're waiting.
You know, there may be a lot of things we got to carry here. There may be a trunk or something that we have to cart around. Speaking of carts,
I actually think
maybe
we
you and I
buy.
should probably go look for a wagon.
I think we should because we're gonna need fertilizer and a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
Look at his fucking face.
Oh, God. We need to be back together again. I miss you guys so much. I miss the ability to hurl shit at your fucking heads. I wouldn't have anything left on this table tonight.
Oh, we haven't done a GM anger level count in a while.
I am on it. Woo!
I will check the trunk for traps.
Cool. Roll for it.
Natural 20.
I thought you were about to say 1.
Or a 23.
Natural 1, all of a sudden the 1812 overture would start playing.
There is a line running from the right side of the trunk to the back of the table. A small fishing line. When you follow that line, you see that it runs into the floor below the trunk.
So it goes from the trunk to the table, under the floor, back to the trunk?
No, it runs from the lid of the trunk on the corner all the way down to the back in a diagonal. And there's a hole behind the table that it goes into the floor.
Mm-hmm. There's a...
I wonder what someone could do about that.
Duncan, open the trunk.
Should we cut it? I think if we open it, the wire is going to pull something and something will explode. So I think we should cut the wire.
I hand her one of my daggers.
Cut the wire.
You have cut a fishing wire. What do you do now?
I think now you can maybe open the trunk, and I'm going to back up.
Okay, you open the trunk. The interior of which is separated into 2 parts. On 1/3 of the trunk is a small chemistry kit. A bunch of simple burner, some separating devices, just small chemistry kit. On the other side is a collection of both full and empty glass canisters about this big, containing a red liquid.
Ooh,
Ooh, health potions.
all that critters around?
In total, doing quick math, there's about 30 of them.
It's about 30 of them.
Well, let's take the trunk. Because then we'll have a chemistry kit and we can figure out how to make more.
How large is this?
The trunk?
Right.
Think military style. 3 feet wide, 1.5 feet tall, mostly metal. It's heavy as shit. But
Right. Do things look like they're padded inside there, or are they just all loose?
yes,
and
it
things?
is. The interior compartments are padded, heavily padded.
Suppose we could lower it down through a window or something.
I think I have rope.
Right.
I do. I have 50 feet of rope.
50 feet would get you to all the way to the ground level.
Ori, can you turn into something quite strong and still fit in here?
Do I have 10 feet of clearance?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I could turn into a full-size warhorse. I don't know how I would get out of here.
No, we just need something to get this over to there and then lower it down. This one, I mean, I sure can't do it.
I mean,
No,
the
no.
three of us together could probably lift it just fine. And then we can lift it and lower it to the window where Crucible and Joe are waiting patiently for us. And two of them are very strong and could bring it in the window and carry it down.
Cut to the third floor where Bo, Crucible, and Joe. You got any threes?
Checkmate? We're all playing the-
What fucking game are we playing?
I yell down through the window. Hello down there. Hello.
Who's this?
It's Duncan. Who's this?
It's Joe. Duncan who?
Hello, Joe. It's Duncan.
Hey, if he wants to come back down, make him pay a toll.
I've been... Go ahead, sorry.
We found the chest up here. It's full of things. It's quite heavy, though.
Descriptive.
It's quite heavy. We're going to have to lower it down to you.
Hey, you lower it to the ground?
No, just going to lower it down to you then. You got to grab it.
Why can't you lower it to the ground?
Don't know. That's what Bagby said.
I just probably bored and wanted something to do, but we can
Well, lower it to the ground and I'll carry it then.
Okay, go down and catch it.
Okay. Oh, also apparently Duncan has to pay a toll to come down.
Okay.
How much is the toll?
About $3.50.
Give me 2 gold.
Hold my hand out. We are gonna get nothing. Go down to the first floor.
I'm laughing a lot. That's something, right?
Yeah. We killed it. We killed like an elder demon. That's the thing. Right?
Yeah, last session, we killed some stuff, and this session we're fucking around.
So who ties knots well? Ori, how well do you tie knots?
You're a fucking sailor.
I don't want any responsibility for this.
Oh, please
This is
tie
a
it
terrible
well, 'cause
idea.
It's just gonna fall and explode on me otherwise.
That becomes an air-to-ground missile very quickly.
It was just like,
I
He remembers defeating the Elder Demon the day before.
all right, so I'm now playing as Bo.
You'd like Bo. He's a few levels behind, but you'd like him.
Is there anything there to sort of loop the rope around so we can like lower it down, like I would if I was like pulling the sail, like through? I don't know what they're called because I don't have my boat thing open. Where you can, it slides through there so you can like control the descent.
Like a pulley?
Yeah, it's basically an old style pulley, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in terms of tying knots, in my early life, I was, like a medic and scout. And then after that, I lived in fucking trees.
Could you just tie the knot then? I don't need the whole story. I just need you to tie a knot, and then I'll look at the knot, and then we'll make a decision about whether the knot's good. Can you do that, Ori?
There's your answer. 23.
Right, thanks. Sorry, it's stressful today. I don't know. I'm just stressed a bit. Okay, here we go.
Madness! Madness intensifies!
All together then.
Okay. I would like... Who has the best strength stat? And I believe it's going to be the 1 foot tall person.
I have a +1.
I also have a +1.
Well, just, no pluses at all.
We're working
Okay.
together to move it. We're 2-person moving it, and we're 2-person lowering it.
Okay. Both of you roll with advantage. As the 3 of you do it.
Right, they roll.
Strength checks.
Yes. Athletics.
Athletics? Okay.
Okay, well, that would be an 18 or 6, so I'll take the 18.
A 5 or a 14. I think we'll take the 14.
18 is the accomplishment. Yes, they're able to roll lower slowly this trunk from the top of the lighthouse down to... Are we going to the ground level or out the window?
Ground level.
Ground level. Okay. With Joe and Crucible and Bo waiting like this.
Have you guys considered how difficult it would be to move a 3-foot-long chest through a lighthouse? Especially since we can't get through the first floor stairs.
I was just trying to add your difficulty and or activity for you boys.
Joe, you now have the trunk.
Yay! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Duncan, Bagby, and Ori, what do you do?
Well, once the trunk is secured, I just run down the side of the lighthouse. Bye, boys.
I turn into a giant fucking eagle. I grab Duncan and I take him down.
What the? Whoa! Sorry, Ori. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
As he bashed him upon the rocks.
Robin's plan. Break the crack of
Trying so hard to get Bagby to laugh, but she's just not having it.
Yeah.
Half asleep.
I'm like in tears. Okay. Good Discord drop. Well done, Phil.
Daddy.
Okay, so you are all down. You have the trunk full of explosives. What are we doing now?
You have the trunk full of explosives. What are we doing now?
So we need a cart.
Fucking kill me.
Like we actually need a fucking cart, okay?
Just take me
You
out.
can carry carry it.
I mean, me and Bo can carry this, but we're gonna have to get other stuff too. Just don't steal it. Just go rent a cart.
What other stuff do we need? We have a trunk full of 30 explosives. Is that not
enough?
Bring down a building?
I go
I
rent a
guess.
cart.
I don't know.
I go rent a cart. While they're arguing, I go rent a cart.
The cart costs you 5 silver to rent it, as long as you return
thank
it.
you, Duncan.
While Duncan is negotiating for a cart, I am perched on his shoulder as a giant fucking eagle, clawing at the salesman
Yes.
to intimidate.
Mike, I would like to buy one bottle of. I don't care how expensive it is. I just want like the cheapest, like highest proof alcohol I can find.
Okay. That's probably 3 silver.
Okay, I'm actually gonna buy 2 of them. So
Okay.
6 silver.
So, Bagby, have you figured out how you're going to detonate this? Are we just going to set fire to the building and then hopefully everything explodes? Because since they're glass containers, there's not a lot of exposure to actually do that unless they heat up to the point of exploding.
Well, I would like to take some time when we get back to the house to really investigate this trunk, because there was a trap set with this trunk with a fishing line connected to the trunk, and then it went under, like, into the floor. So if I can recreate that somehow with some kind of trigger that the fishing line gets pulled, it may not be with the trunk, but like the fishing line gets pulled and it knocks over one, and I think just breaking the bottles makes them explode, and then it can cause a chain reaction.
So are these bottles packed in hay or something like that, or are they rubbing up against each other as we're bouncing along the...
Each, like, they have little padded areas.
Oh, okay. Good. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I still may not be at the house while you're messing around with it, but other than that...
Mess around it with them. I'll use, like, our wine glasses or something. We don't really use those.
You guys just hate the fucking cutlery there.
We don't use the wine glasses.
Go ahead, Cruiser. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, and just making sure that it's something that actually detonated it, and be careful that it wasn't like actually like poison darts or something like that you tried to walk away with it and got stabbed with blades coming out of it. Just be careful, Bagby. That's all I'm saying.
Well, be careful.
I mean, I really wouldn't want to lose my best friend.
Oh, that's so nice.
And I'm sure you feel the same way about me.
Of course.
Best friends, right?
Best friends forever.
Uh-huh.
You, me, and Duncan.
What?
Anyway, I think that the trap was actually under the floor.
Wait. Ms. Paws are only 2 pieces.
I have a great idea!
I have a thing I need to go to right now!
And I run to go buy fishing line.
Okay, go buy fishing line.
Oh, look, a distraction!
It would cost you. It's a negligible cost. It's like a copper or something like that to get a fishing line. So, you all take it back to the house, I assume then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you take it all back to the headquarters. You were there. I'm gonna say you have like 5 hours left.
Okay, so you guys think that's enough explosives to take out the building?
You understand that none of us know anything about this, but you know what? We're flying by the seat of our pants.
I mean,
that's
you want me
fine.
to go get more, or are we good?
Joe, I'm kind of with you that I would assume the more the better. You didn't, kind of undersell what we're trying to do here. So if you can think of what else we need, I can go out and start gathering.
Sure. Fertilizer and some like a couple casks of high proof liquor should work.
Yeah.
We're gonna light shit on fire?
That'll be more adding to the boom.
Bugby.
Do we need that, or do we need like lamp oil?
That would work. Sure.
Might be
Shit, whale oil would work.
I'll see if I can find some shit whale oil.
Oh, there's Pinky's in chat. Pinky's in chat.
Those damn shit whales.
Before we all go off, then, to our different things, let's have a quick prayer, shall we? May Lady Umberly hold you in the palm of her hand, but never squeeze too tight.
Too tight. Joe, if you want to go get the manure, I'll go look for the liquor and the lamp oil. Then.
Okay.
Hey, Ori.
Okay.
Ori,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I don't know, between you and me, I think we might be able to know. I think we know quite a bit about building things, don't we?
Sure. Sure, Duncan. What did you have in mind?
Well, I was just thinking, maybe we should go have a look at this building we're supposed to blow up. See best way to do it, maybe. You know, just get a sense of it.
Cool. Before we do that, because I know the kinds of things I get asked to do when we investigate things, you know, sneakily, could we wait, like, just take a break for like an hour? I'm still trying to wrap my head around this whole using shit to blow things up.
Sure, sounds good. I'll go see what Bagby's doing.
So, Bagby, do we know how potent these are?
Do you want to play with one?
Yeah, I kind of want to go throw one, like at the wall or something.
Not at the wall. I would probably go down into the sewer a little bit.
Oh, wherever, man. You can't tell me you don't want to do that too.
We probably should test their potency.
I mean, it's what we should test it.
Science.
We should, yes.
Now here you're going to test it? Oh, I'm so there with you then.
All right, you're invited to.
I'm gonna pick one out of the box, and I will hand it. I tend to be the most dexterous of us all, so I'm going to hold it. I will let you throw it, Bo, but I'm going to hold it so that it doesn't break on the way down.
We can agree on one thing. Duncan never touches it.
Right.
Fine.
Well, I was gonna take like a little nap, but
you can go take a nap.
I just want to say, everybody was talking earlier about, like, you know, the fertilizer making explosions more potent, and I still don't understand that part because I don't have a modern, 21st century understanding of explosives. But
Who knew that poop explodes or fertilizer can make stuff explode?
There's gunslingers in D&D, dude.
You don't have to understand chemistry.
But still, like, if poop makes things explode more, and you're about to throw one of these things in a sewer, doesn't that seem like kind of a recipe for death and destruction for, like, all people involved?
Chain reaction?
I'm gonna go take that nap now. I just wanted to speak my piece.
Ori has a point. We probably shouldn't throw it in the poop.
But no, I really want to.
I know, but this is kind of like an infrastructure thing where if you explode the sewers, then it's just going to like back up and we're going to have shit in the streets and then it goes back to the ancient times and nobody wants that. We'll get another plague.
No, I can see it backing up in through the back door into the basement, and then I'll have to kill everyone. Okay.
Okay, to a... I don't know.
Backyard?
I suppose. And we've got Duncan there as our failsafe to make water for the fire that's going to start.
Congratulations, Fire Marshal Duncan. He slaps you on the back.
To the back.
Get a little hat.
Also, Bagby can use silence on it.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm there.
Now, what's going to be ironic is when we get into the final battle there, we're going to be one explosive short of killing him.
Shucks.
Isn't it ironic?
Good thing we have carts full of poop and booze.
Put that on a t-shirt.
We got carts full of poop and booze.
Dirk Industries. Okay. Yes. Cut to, they're all in the backyard.
Okay. Bo, be very careful.
They've put a rake stuck into the ground against one of the back wall of the backyard with a bucket on it with a frowny face.
That is your target. That is the range of where Duncan can make it rain.
It's like it says Adris written on it.
I'll go over to both rain barrels that are in the back there and I'll make sure the rain barrels are open so the water's ready. Okay, ready.
3, 2, 1.
What is thrown based on, strength or dexterity?
Strength.
Strength?
Strength, but he probably gets proficiency too, because if he's a fighter, they can throw.
Well, that's a 23 to hit then. So he fastballs that thing. The explosion is mighty, and the fire is a lot. Oh, Duncan!
Right. And I'll start throwing water over that thing. And I make it rain a bit.
Bagby, I would like you to roll Arcana. Duncan, you'll be able to put this out. You will be able to put this out. Dirty
20.
Then you are aware. A direct hit with these causes 3d12 damage, and splash around it is 2d6.
Ooh!
Hey Ori, how's that nap going?
As the entire house shakes. There's no cars, but there's a car alarm going off somewhere.
Would Crucible and Joe notice this?
Yeah, you guys would be out buying things at the local market. There'd be a loud explosion somewhere in the neighborhood.
He's like, huh? Crazy weather we're having, huh? Thank you.
Nice night for an evening.
Do you guys have money? Because I'm actually going to charge you for the things you're buying.
I think I need to get another cart too, so add that on to my bill.
Son of a fucking bitch.
I'm glossing over it. I'm just saying we went separate.
It's like a homeless.
I'm not hauling tons of shit by hand. Okay.
It's like those rental bicycles in a homeless den. There's just 5 of them parked outside.
Yeah, like those rental scooters that someone had to get banned from permanently.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. just go.
What do you mean, the rent? What is it?
You have to return them. You have to take them back.
Wait. Do we return them?
Yes.
These are crazy.
We have so much mail. They're suing us.
Motherfucker.
No, you're the motherfucker in this scenario.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Everybody wanted a pure comedy episode, right? Because that's what we're doing today.
Yep.
Okay. Jesus, I don't even know. Okay, the fertilizer would cost probably 15 gold.
Okay.
Because that is worth something. The oil would probably be how much are you getting? Crucible.
I don't know. I'm thinking like about 10 jugs full of alcohol and about the equal amount of lamp oil.
Okay. So that's okay. Oh, and
gonna blow up half the fucking city.
It's gonna be a big one. That'll cost you about, I'm gonna say 15 gold.
All right, I got it easy.
Okay. Jesus Christ. It's a good thing you have the guards clearing out the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Because there are strong decisions being made.
What neighborhood?
Yeah, our characters are on the.
Laura, you know I can read the chat, right?
Just blow it all up.
Yeah, I know you can read the chat. Why?
Okay.
I would like to do a thing when we get back. It'll take me an hour, but all I'm gonna do is make that little dagger, the god-killing one. I'm going to make that my packed weapon, or a packed weapon. Like, so I still have the glaive that I summoned.
Right.
But you can have have the one you summon and an actual like physical magic one that you add on to that.
Okay.
So, doesn't cost anything. It just takes an hour.
Did I send you the stats for that?
No, I just have it as a regular dagger. So
I
if you
will
have
send them
stats,
to
that's
you after this.
Sweet.
Okay. So, you've all purchased your things. You guys have blown up your backyard and then stopped the fire. The gophers are
How's that
fucked.
for fucking landscaping.
We need to make sure we put that on t-shirts. Krasden, no city, no problems.
All right, well. So are we gonna go do it?
I think we're as ready as we're gonna be, right? Good. I'm encouraged by everybody's strong response to that.
Someone needs to go wake up Ori.
And I need, Ori needs a full hour. I need a couple more minutes to see if I can come up with some kind of prep with these.
Right.
Okay, I'll go wake up Ori. Knock, knock, knock.
What?
Ori! Still
Like-
asleep.
Is it? Oh, okay. I thought something was exploding again. Sorry, there, Joe.
What are
Bag
you
me.
talking about?
Bag me.
What would you like me to roll to design a trap?
To design a trap. Well, what's your intelligence score?
Hearing out of the game.
My intelligence is a +3.
You were very intelligent.
Mhm.
So I believe it is within your capability to be able to do that. What I will make you roll for,
Stop.
we're gonna go with an intelligence-based sleight of hand check. Okay? So whatever. So do you have proficiency in sleight of hand?
No.
Okay. Let's do an intelligence proficiency. I don't know what
Okay,
that
so
would
just
be.
intelligence plus a proficiency bonus.
Yeah. Let's do
That'd
that.
be a +7 to a roll. So that'd be a 12.
12. It takes you about a half an hour. What do you come up with?
So ideally, what I'm wanting to have written out as a design, not necessarily building right now, because we would have to probably build it at the place, would be kind of like a Goldberg device.
Rube Goldberg.
That is, that is like a domino effect. So the pots, 29 pots that we have, are evenly spaced about, and so there would be one thing that like knocks the first one over, and with the radius of the explosion, I would know how far to place the next one so that the radius of the explosion would set off the next one.
You can keep saying radius all you want. It's not more work in here. Yeah, okay. So, how are you, is there like a track you're running that on? Is there like...
No, so it would just be like I would just need the fishing wire essentially attached to one of them that I can pull and cause that first one to explode. And the placement of all of the other ones would be a chain reaction.
Okay. So your plan is to just space them perfectly. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Use math to space them perfectly.
Do you have a way to measure? What means are you using to measure that? Bagby feet?
Probably. I would just take the measurements of the first test explosion by Bagby feet and then recreate the Bagby feet.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is it's going to take you time to set this up when you get there. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But Bagby has a walking speed of 50 feet, so I can walk very quickly if I'm measuring Bagby feet.
But there are 29 you need to set up, including a long fishing line with some sort of pull device.
You just wrap it around your hand.
But it needs to be able to fall to break. We'll let you think about that for next week.
Why don't you just keep one of them and then just throw it at one?
That's a good idea. I keep one out, so I only place 28. Mm-hmm. And I put Bo in charge of throwing the one that sets everything off. I saw his perfect aim.
Everything has led up to this. I'm crying. All right. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching tonight. Great job, everybody. Next week
is going to be crazy.
Just a little bit.
Happy 4th of July in February, ladies. Wait, it's probably... Is it March by then?
In March by then?
Yeah, okay. Happy 4th of July in March. Tomorrow, we're doing kind of random stuff. We'll talk about a little bit of Mutants and Masterminds, rule stuff, and then we'll probably just hang out and do whatever we feel like. Whoever feels like hanging out. And then Sunday, they're at Razor Cliff Fortress. Hey, Morgan, how'd that turn out for Sunshine last week?
Fine.
How many hit points
I was thinking about it later. I was making jokes about how that pig landing on me made me all disgusting and Audie. We'd probably be more disgusting from the horse that got liquefied underneath.
We're covered in a fair bit of force.
They're
halfway through the episode. I haven't gotten there yet.
I mean, the horse is fine. Nothing happened to him.
The horse is fine. No real horses were harmed in the making of Distant Star.
Dude, I loved using Destroy Undead. That was a blast.
Yeah. We'll be back Tuesday with R&D, and then we'll be back next Wednesday with fireworks, baby.
Purify your work.
Come make your colors burst. Make them go up, 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 as they shoot across the sky.